We would like to acknowledge that we are recording from the traditional territory of Anemki-Waju.
Welcome, part two. We wanted to take an opportunity to do a little bit of a wrap-up video for you and say our farewells. We also wanted to celebrate all of the people who are completing part two right now, and we'll be moving on from here. And so we want to give a little bit of a graduation ceremony. So we're going to read each class's names out so that you can recognize maybe your partners and your colleagues, and hopefully if you come across them in other scenarios or other places, other arenas, you have the opportunity to connect with them. So I'll let Denise start because she was part two, part one.
Okay, so I'd like to say congratulations to Aaron Agnello, Angela Batsford Mermans, Philip Bazinet, Laura Briscoe, Kimberly Cozzolino, Michael Duclos, Jennifer Fabriero, Brad Gascoigne, Jennifer Gray, Jody Irwin, Robert Klein, Michael Riviere, Kelsey Lewis, Leanne McKinnon, Mason McCormick, Catherine Meesters, Diana Petrie, Scott Renault, Nicholas Sasevich, Amber Smith-Combe, and Trevor Workman. Congratulations.
And for my part two class, Amanda Anderson, Lori Bergen, Tamara Best, Tammy Bush, Thomas Doherty, Matthew Ezrin, Romeo Fournier, Emily Gambale, Louise Hutchinson, Nyla John, Corinne Langevin, Shanley Linton, Benjamin McCabe, Melissa McDowell, Jason McAludi, Tamara Pillman, Jamie Robertson, Frank Samuels, David Sonnenberg, Elizabeth Spagnola, and Jeff Swallock. We appreciate all the efforts that you did. It will take us some time. We'll finish grading in the next bit of time here. But in the meantime, you do not, just so you're aware, you do not see your, it doesn't actually appear on your OCT until you've completed your practicum and submitted it. And then we've reviewed it, evaluated it, and submitted it back to our administrative assistant, who then submits all that information to OCT. So just because we've finished the coursework and we may get our grades from the course, we're not quite done yet. So you do still have your practicum to finish. A note on that practicum too, if you finish it with someone else,
Another provider,
and they mark it for you, or you started with a different part one provider and they choose to mark your part two practicum, please, you need to send us at least a letter from them on their letterhead letting us know, and a copy of the evaluation sheet that was signed off by that provider so that we can then forward that onto OCT.
I know we had several congratulations on personal notes throughout the course. We've had people who have been promoted, taken on new opportunities. We have some new parents and parents-to-be. We have a proposal that happened in the mix that was accepted. And so recognizing that in the leadership role, life goes on all around you, for you and every single person in your school community. And it's really important to take time to acknowledge and recognize that fact. And also, you know, I think you all did a great job of managing and recognizing when you needed a little bit more time on things, or, you know, so people were, I think, very good about emailing to say, I'm a little behind, and we're like, that's fine, because that is how life goes. But the fact is, you all made it, and the process of the learning and the process of collaborating and working with each other really has led to some awesome discussions in our course.
And I think there is a PowerPoint that'll be posted in the news section. Please review it, because it will help you to determine what the pieces are exactly that you need to submit and what they need to look like for your part two practicum final submission. So please take a look at that PowerPoint, and you can use it later, and it will guide you through that process. And I think Denise has a little word to say on school staffing, which
school staffing
everyone really enjoyed.
There was a lot of comments about that, and one of the people had written in my section that they really felt like it was the one time they wished they had been face-to-face with somebody. I know I had a few phone conversations with people about it, and in one case we actually built a Google Doc together to talk through it. School staffing, as I put in one of the posts, is never something that you will likely have to do alone the first time. You'll be working with other principal colleagues, sometimes maybe an HR person, the outgoing principal if you're the new principal going in. And then in our board, we also meet with our staffing committee, and they give feedback and input into how the school schedule might look. And then I take it to school council, and they give me feedback on it. So it is really a many eyes kind of piece of work. And the more you do it, the quicker it gets. But the first time you do it, it is quite an experience. And we chose to do the handwritten method. I know there's some bigger boards in Southern Ontario where they have computer programs that will do that staffing for you. But the reality is, if you actually understand the underlying reasons why and how you organize that, and I had talked about things like where the classrooms are situated in your building, if you're trying to have common planning time for your teachers so they have time to better plan instruction. There's a lot of factors in there besides just simply getting the times in. So well done on that. Don't worry if it didn't quite work out. It often doesn't the first time, and that's just fine. On another note, I think Christy kind of alluded to it, but this is a pass or fail course. So you will see 100% or you will see not 100%. So don't think that you maybe should have had a 93 or an 87 because this is different than an AQ course in the fact that it is a pass or fail. So every time we received an assignment that was satisfactorily done, we click pass on our little on our end, and then it pops up as 100%. So everybody in the course, both courses, received 100%. Might be the only time that some of you get that. I know I never have,
No.
but it is a pass or fail. So it just doesn't come out that way on the transcript. So again, congratulations.
Yes,
We wish you well on your journey. If you want to send us messages through Twitter, if something comes up or you have a quick question, I know we received a few this fall for people that had job interviews in their boards. That is probably the quickest way to reach me is through Twitter. And then it pops up on my phone and I can either call you or send you back an email. But please know that we're here. And if you have any questions and we can be of any help down the road, just please feel free to give us a buzz.
Yes.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
Thank you.